Good morning and welcome to the County Officials Academy. My name is Erica Johnsrud. I am the Auditor Treasurer in McKenzie County. I have been in county government since 2014 and started my role as Auditor Treasurer in June of 2017. I know that everyone probably has an idea in their head of what the county treasurer does. And I hope today, by talking with you, I'm able to share with you some more information about what your county treasurer is doing that you may not be aware of. So we'll just get started and hope that this is an informative session. County treasurers are governed by the North Dakota Century Code, Chapter 11-14. The numbers I have presented here are from a couple of years ago, so that might be a little bit out of date. But in general, there are about 28 standalone treasurer offices around the state, but it is a combined office in many counties like it is in McKenzie County. So there are 3 treasurer recorder combinations, 15 treasurer auditor combinations, as well as combinations with the superintendent of schools designee, the tax director, risk manager, clerk of court, and HR, as well as appointed and elected offices around the state. So now let's talk about what we really do. And there might be some things on here that surprise you, but your county treasurer is actually very busy behind the screen. We process NSF, dishonored checks, we issue certificates of indebtedness, we balance all monthly funds, we do daily receipts and disbursements to the county auditors, as well as all other monies that come into the state. We check and balance tax lists. We pay out monies to schools and other political subdivisions. We serve as your trustee for unlocatable mineral interest owners. We work on interest penalty on delinquent taxes. We invest all the county funds. We do general ledger transfers. We reconcile bank statements monthly, as well as present warrants and treasurer's checks to the commission on an annual basis. Along with some of these, many of us are also involved legislatively as one additional duty. Kind of one of the biggest points about the county treasurer's position is that we have deadlines, and more deadlines. Our deadlines are daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly, and we balance, and then balance some more. Some of our busiest seasons of the year include the estimated tax statement mailing, which happens at the end of August each year, tax state mailing, which happens sometime in late November, most of the time in December. Those do have to be out before Christmas time. And then tax payment receipting, which happens once those tax statements are out the door, usually are pretty heavy through March and still continues as we're collecting those more delinquent payments as they come to us. The county treasurer works with each and every department or office within the courthouse. We receipt all of their deposits, we verify their funds, we maintain the balance of their accounts. We also work with the auditor's office on a variety of items, including the delinquent tax foreclosure process, tax apportionments, warrants, monthly fund balancing, and all other aspects related to that. We also present monthly financial reports to the Board of County Commissioners so that they can be informed when they're making budget and expenditure decisions. We also work very closely with all taxing districts within the county. This is all the cities, the schools, the fire districts, ambulance districts, parks, vector soil district, and every state department that levies a tax. In addition to working with all of those people, we also work with our everyday citizens, taxpayers, and visitors that come into the courthouse. And in addition, in some counties, the county treasurer also holds the contract for the local motor vehicle branch. So some of you may have that in your courthouse as well. Some important information for new officials. There are educational requirements for new county treasurers. I've listed some of those here. You will see ILG courses coming for most of those, but these requirements include the roles of the treasurer's office, attending the annual Treasurers Association conference, any regional meetings, and the County Officials Academy, working on tax levies, investments, securities and bonding courses, open meetings, open records, which are a great informational tool for everyone, as well as the legislative process. We also have a mentoring program, and we encourage you to meet up with any other treasurers, both in your area, those that work on your same programs as well. That's a really great way to get involved and to get to know who everyone is and what some of your duties are should you ever have questions. One of the biggest things for new officials, and this goes for county treasurers and every other office, is really to use the ILG courses to your advantage. These are great at your computer, no travel required courses. Many of them are free or they're at a very reduced cost. If you miss a live class, you can always ask Alicia for a recorded class so that you don't miss anything. Some upcoming courses of interest: we always have a monthly state tax commissioner, got 15 session. These are quick 15, 20-minute sessions once a month on deadlines that are coming up for the state tax commissioner. Later in March, there's an HR responsibilities for county officials, a 2-part class. May 19th is ethics in county government. And sometime in May will also be the legislative wrap up of this 2021 legislative session. Some other important information for new officials is make sure you belong to both the North Dakota Association of Counties and the Treasurers Association. These are so important because you will find many networking opportunities. You will learn what treasurers around the state use the same programs as you. You will learn all of the tips and the tricks of the trade. There's also a very robust treasurers email group, which is a great resource for new and experienced officials where we're able to bounce ideas off one another, send out surveys to find out what people are doing, and just keep everyone informed with what's happening around the state. It's also a very safe place to ask questions. And just one important thing to know: you're not in this alone. We're all willing to help and share the information and the knowledge that we have with you to make you successful. I always like to point out a little bit about what county treasurers are not. We're not collection agents. We are not the tax directors, meaning that we are not responsible for valuing property. We are not auditors, although we do work very closely with the auditor's office. Oftentimes we hear that we're a little bit unapproachable, but we are not unapproachable. Please ask us any questions that you may have when it comes to county finances. We are there to help, especially the commissioners and all other department heads, really make the best decisions that they can when it comes to their financing. We are not inflexible, but we do like to have things done in a particular fashion because there are rules and regulations we have to follow. And probably the biggest thing I want everyone to know is that we're not your personal bank. So yes, it's true, we do have a small cash drawer and we do have cash transactions in and out every day, but we do ask that you not use us to break a 20 or break a 50 or get change for the pot machine, because we do use that money for our tax collection and for customers that come in to pay their taxes for change. So just to wrap up, what exactly is it that the county treasurer does? Well, I hope I can convince you today in this very short time that we have that we actually do a lot. So please sit down and visit with us. Come in and talk. We'll be happy to show you what goes on. And with that, I'd be happy to take any questions if there are any.